Today we are at the Rocky Canyon Trail trailhead. We're gonna summit Pyramid Peak. The original plan for this weekend was to come in through Echo Summit, camp at Aloha, and summit Pyramid from another approach. The weather report shows that tonight and tomorrow is going to be really high winds, like dangerously high winds. And the approach to the summit is mostly a really long ridge walk. And I just didn't want to be up on a ridge over 9,500 feet in 40 mile an hour sustained winds with 70 mile an hour gusts. So we're going to take a day hike, about 9 miles, and make the same summit, Pyramid Peak, through Rocky Canyon. So I had read that this trail was very difficult, and it's proving itself to be so. It's about 1 o'clock. We've been hiking roughly an hour. We've only gone a mile, and the elevation when I checked it at the car was 5632, and we're now just under 7,200 feet. The trail is just unrelenting. It's just up, 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 up the whole time. This is definitely a hard trail. I wouldn't recommend this one for beginners. I mean, I'm a fairly seasoned hiker, and it's kicking my butt. Part of why today is such a butt kicker is for a day hike, my pack weight's pretty heavy. I'm carrying about 4 liters of water. And the reason for that is something I don't think I've talked about on the channel yet. Atticus was born with malformed kidneys. He's essentially been in renal failure since birth. So he cannot get dehydrated. Typically I plan our mileage around information I find about reliable water sources. I couldn't find any information about this trip, so for the sake of just being safe, I'm carrying 2 liters of water just for Atticus. So a little bit heavy pack weight for a day trip, sitting at around 10 pounds with our snacks and water and everything. And to put that in perspective, my Tahoe Rim Trail pack weight for 9 days, or 4.5 days, then a resupply, was about 24 pounds. So pretty heavy for a day pack, but can't let Addie get dehydrated, so I gotta do what I gotta do. a mile from the summit. We're sitting at 8,200 feet. The summit is 98 and some change. So we got a lot of gain in the next mile. We've had a lot of gain the whole trip, but settling in to the up. It's not crushing me as much as it was that first mile or so. Doing pretty good, feeling good. Looking forward to being at the summit, having a snack, and walking downhill for the rest of the day. Sounds awesome. Getting closer. The last 100 feet or so is supposed to be just a boulder scramble. I can kind of see it peeking out there between the trees. We're almost to the top, buddy. You ready to keep going? Come on, let's go. Found a nice shady spot for a break. Just kind of resting up before we do the scramble. Making sure Atticus has plenty of water. You got your foot right in the bowl, buddy. Yeah, probably eat a snack here. And then finish this last little bit to the summit. Well, made it to the top. It is about 4 o'clock, so we might be finishing this hike in the dark. It took us about 4 hours to get up here from the car. I'm guessing downhill all the way, 2.5 hours to get back. But there's this big scramble, and the scramble took a long time, and I reckon going down is going to take a long time too. But we'll see what happens. Down from the scramble and onto the regular trail again. Scrambling down took about 30 minutes, which a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but that's okay. I think for sure we will be finishing our hike in the dark. I always carry a headlamp, even on day hikes, so trail finding and all that should be fine. And I've got extra layers in case it gets cold. So, all is well. What a beautiful day. So we made it back to the car. We're actually off the trail before sunset. We just had a little bit of a road walk from the trailhead to the car in the dark. But That was a good hike. It was very hard, very strenuous, but 10 out of 10. Would hike again.